Hi everyone, hi Shy Squad, welcome to Natalie's live edition. And today in my life I'm gonna give you guys a story time. So this story time is about the time I almost got kidnapped in America. So it was our first time living in that neighborhood. That neighborhood was a bad neighborhood, but we didn't know because we just moved to the United States and we didn't know that there were bad neighborhoods, period. So one morning my mom got me up early in the morning because she was ill. It was a snowstorm and she wasn't able to make it to work. So we didn't charge our phone overnight because we didn't know that the electricity was gonna go out. So when my mom woke up to make the call to work to let them know that she can't come in, she realized that her phone was dead. Nobody's phone was charged. So she wanted me to go to the phone booth of the street to make a call to her workplace for her because she was ill and she wasn't gonna be able to make it. So I'm the eldest in the house and my two other brothers, they were sleeping. And my mom said, okay, I am the one that has to go. So I bundled up, guys. I put my 3 layers of clothing on. I had my snow hat on and everything. And I walked up there. And at that phone booth is not an enclosed phone booth. It's a phone booth that's outdoors. So I put my quarters in, which is 25 cents. I slide 4 of those in, and I made the call to my mom's job, letting them know that she weren't gonna be able to make it. And while I was doing that, I saw a car pass me up. It went up and then it went down and then it went up again. It was very early in the morning, like 5:45 a.m. in the morning. So that means not many transportation was on the road. So whenever a car passed, I would know. So that was like the only vehicle on the road. But I didn't pay any mind because I thought the person was lost. You know, being that we had a snowstorm, they're just lost. I wasn't like thinking about it. So as soon as I done making the call, the car came right back and stopped at my feet. And I was like, okay, what's going on? So like 100 things is flashing through my head all at once. And then someone from the passenger side like was opening the door to come out. So like the minute I look on the car, I thought that something was wrong with the car because it was white and the windows were tinted to the fullest. And it had rims and it just looked kind of weird, and the person like was like pushing the door quickly to come out. So I ran. Knowing me, I'm always watching CSI and all those crime scene movies, TV shows, sorry. So I dashed across the street, and when I dashed across the street, to my surprise, the car turned 360 and started driving towards my direction. So I was like, what is going on? So I started running, and I saw a Family Dollar right across the street. So I ran. I was like, yeah. So I ran towards the Family Dollar. As I was getting closer to the Family Dollar, however, I realized that the Family Dollar is closed. It's almost 6 a.m. in the morning. Ain't no Family Dollar gonna be open at that time. So I was like, oh my G, OMG, what am I gonna do? So I was like, okay then. So I was running towards the Family Dollar and my house was this way. I realized that the Family Dollar is closed, so I started heading towards my house direction. And the car was coming after me, guys. And I was running so fast. Luckily, at that point, I was in high school. And I was a sprinter in high school. So I was running for my life. But at a point, I felt like I couldn't go anymore because I'm on a street and the car is on a street. Of course, a car is faster than I am. And there's nowhere to turn this on. If I run straight, like the only way I could be safe if I get towards the metro bus that's way straight in front of me. Sorry. Like every time I remember this story, like it's really severe. It really damages me. But yeah, so I ran and I ran and I felt like I was getting out of breath. I was like, okay, Father, this is it. But goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, brothers. Goodbye, everyone. This is it for me. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I didn't bring my cell phone because, of course, it wasn't charged. I didn't bring any form of ID. So if something had happened to me, then no one would know about, like, how to get to find me or know it was me. So I was like, OMG, I don't know what to do. I was just thinking 1,000 things in my mind again. I was like, you know what, I'm going to give up. Right as I was about to give up, because the car was closing in, like, I was like, shoo, and the car was coming. So I was like, okay, it doesn't make any sense. So just as I was about to give up, oh, Father, thank you. God showed up for me, like, seriously, like, a guy and his daughter was coming from their apartment, coming straight towards me. And when I saw that, it gave me some strength. I put in all my last energy and I was running. I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran until I get close to them. When the car saw that, because at first the car didn't see that the guy and his daughter was coming. So when the people in the car, they saw what was happening, they turned the car 360 and they dashed off. And I was like, thank you, God, for saving my life. Like, God showed up right on time when I really needed him. So the guy, he realized that something fishy was going on. So I stopped and I catch my breath. And then I told him what had happened. And he was like, yeah, 3 kids got missing the other day. Don't you know, like, the neighborhood that is bad? You're not supposed to, as a girl, you're not supposed to be walking alone or whatever. So, like, that, like, he raised the awareness that my neighborhood was a bad neighborhood. And, like, he told me that I should go, where I should go to report what had happened to me and, like, to describe the vehicle and whatever, you know. And, like, that was, like, one of the scariest time of my life, guys. Like, I almost got kidnapped. Like, OMG. Like, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. Like, I would not be here. You know, you guys wouldn't know me. I wouldn't be making nice videos for you guys. Could you believe that? Like, no one would know about me except for my family. But yeah, God showed. The moral of the story is, like, what's the moral of the story? I'll get back to that. But yeah, please comment down below and let me know if you guys have ever been kidnapped, or if you guys have ever come close to being kidnapped. How did you feel about it? Like, what went through your mind at that time? Also comment, how can one be prepared for a time like this? You know, because you never know when it's gonna happen. Like, how can one be prepared? You know, please comment down below and let me know. But, like, after that, it took me a while to recover from it. And you know the saddest part about it? I went home and I told my brothers and my mom what had happened. They didn't believe me. They thought it's because I didn't want to go. You know, so sometimes it's good not to throw a fit before you know, when your parents tell you to do something, because things like this happen and they don't really care, because they think that you're not being truthful. So nobody believed me in the house, you know, and I had to go through this time by myself. I was scared every single time. I had, like, a little post-traumatic thing from it, like post-traumatic disorder thing, just a little bit. Like, the whole week I was going, the whole 2 weeks, yeah, the 3rd week I kind of recovered from that, but it was really bad, guys. It was so bad. So yeah, let me know if this had happened to you before, you know, or something similar like this had happened to you. And the moral of the story, now we're back to the moral of the story. Moral of the story is that when God saves your life, do something useful with your life. He saved you for a reason. So please do something positive, productive, and something that's within the will of God. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, Shy Squad, and join me for another video. Oh, also, please remember to click that post notification button so you can get a hold of my videos as soon as I upload it, and click that like button if you like the contents of this video, and also remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye.